Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. How is everybody today? Move my editing headphones down. We don't need to be looking at that. How's it going? Right, so I already have our list going. We have two donations, one of which is my mom, which was a big surprise. That's why she wanted to know when I was live. And to be honest, I've had a headache most of the day, and it's not as bad as it was earlier. So I thought, I can go live. But if I start really getting a headache, I will have to cut off donations at some point. But so far, we only have two. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything as far as updates go. Oh, I did finally update the other channel. We have a video over there. The October reading is out over on my main channel, for saying linked in the description below. If you would like to see what's ahead for you in October, which they were pretty powerful readings. And I'm excited to see what October has. It seems like a very, like in the world stage, kind of an explosive month of sorts, but on a internal level or like a more micro level, like from day to day life, it looks more like transformation and starting to finally move in a direction that feels better for most of us. So, yay, I'm here for that. So, if you are here, let us know you're here and I'll give you some shout outs. Oh, while I'm waiting, I can flip the page of my calendar or rip out the old one. Let's read today. Let's read today. So we have here love operates in all my relationships, from the most casual to the most intimate. Beautiful Weiss in there. Look at that. Hello, everybody. We've got Amber, we've got Nikki, we've got Michelle De Leon. Hello. And Vicky is here. Well, she was here earlier saying hi, but yes, we were time stamping for her tonight. And yeah, I am having a good evening. I hope you are as well. It's always a good evening when I get to see you guys. It's exciting. Hello, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to get my little notepad and my pen situated. I do have one reading to timestamp, so we will do that. And if my mom, I'm not sure if she's here. Oh, your chat's been loading funky lately. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, both my channels are, my two tarot slash live stream channels are not doing great. I don't know what is going on, but par for the course over here on YouTube. A lot of weird things. Like even like I've had a couple people email me lately saying they've been unsubscribed. I will go to reply to comments and they've been deleted. And I don't think someone's gonna go delete their comment. Like, I chose card number 3. Like, why delete that? It's not anything like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Let me delete it. No, it's like, what is going on here? I don't know. Oh, you love the October pick a card? I'm glad. Yeah, I just realized I didn't even have it monetized. No. Not that that's why I do this, but yeah, every little bit helps. And I didn't even, it's been a minute since I uploaded over there and I totally forgot to go down the monetization train. But, to be fair, there's been only 294 views in almost 10 hours. So what's that, like 30 cents maybe? Miss Noah. So crazy. But yeah, hello, Canary 002. It's been a minute since I've seen you here. And Brandy Lynn, Jessica Lynn. Amber is here. We've already said hi to Amber, but hello again, Amber. Oh, they were so intertwined. Well, I'm glad. Oh, 1 and 3. Yeah, something crazy happened in group number 3 that, once in a great while, I'll have that level of paranormal activity going on at my house, but it's pretty rare. And for it to actually be caught on camera, well, off camera, but enough to get my attention on camera, I was just like, whoa. Yeah, people keep getting unsubscribed from my channel, and it was weird because I've been at kind of a weird standstill on my main channel, kind of stuck for the last year, pretty much subscriber count, but it'll be weird because it'll go up like maybe by 1 subscriber, and then 3 days later, it'll dump like 100 subscribers that are just unsubscribed out of just like all at once. So I don't think this is something people are going in and like unsubscribe. So I'm not seeing it that way. I'm just seeing my my main channel is like broken, guys. For a year, I've been trying, I'm struggling. And don't they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result? So I got some plans in the works with all of that, which again, they're still under wraps. But the day to look for coming up is October 17th. There will be some sort of announcement somewhere. Something is shifting, something is changing, morphing, hopefully growing, becoming different in some way. But yet, much of it will remain the same, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I would still be here. I ain't giving up, YouTube algorithm. I'm still here fighting every day. I don't know if fighting is the right word. I don't do much fighting, but Care Bear stare. That's what I'm doing to the YouTube algorithm. The Care Bear stare. Anyone know what that is? Ah, too funny. Well, I rambled for 5 minutes. That usually gives us enough time. I don't want to keep doing this. I'm ready to get in a fight, energetically speaking. Oh, you're here for me. Thank you so much. I'm here for you as well. Yeah, that feels good. I know I've got my core little group that I feel good. I feel good knowing that, even if there's one person I can help, that's why I do this. So, the algorithm can't keep everybody away. All right, so we've passed that 5 minute mark. So what we're gonna do is get into a collective reading that should give enough people plenty enough time to get in here if they so choose to partake in the collective reading. And like I said, we have 2 donations already, and one of which I'm time stamping. So really, we have one donation that is someone, she may not even be here. I don't know. I haven't seen her say hi. But she wanted the link earlier. She's donated. My mom donated to her own daughter's channel. It's kind of funny. But we'll start with her. General reading is what she wanted. So, yeah, anyone else looking to get a reading tonight? I'd say all your donations go to help my mom, but she has donated some of that money back. Not that I've paid her out, so to speak, but we bought some things for her, and I just keep accumulating it, waiting for something to happen with the housing market so we can, or not the housing market, but to buy, or to start breaking ground on a house, or to pay for things to go in the house if my brother is able to finally get the ball rolling on the house, or whatever other plan the universe has for this house, or another housing situation. I'm just like fingers crossed, waiting to help her in any way I can. And in the meanwhile, that money's very slowly building and gaining. So yay! Hello, Scarlett. Okay, everybody, let's get into our collective reading. And I don't know about you guys before I get into collective reading. It just feels like there's a lot of dark energy out and about. Just like even just seeing people like going out to the store, there's just, I don't know, this era of just, I don't know. I don't even know how to put it into words, but even just me like vibing around my house, I just get these really kind of like I talked about in the October reading, like you're just something's like trying to take you off your path, like dark energies, dark entities, dark thoughts just creep in out of nowhere. And it's like, I don't know what's going on. But we're kind of heading into October, which is the month that I always see, even more beyond the veil. I mean, the paranormal activity around my house has already picked up like crazy this year. And usually it's like mid-October, I really start, like last year when we did the Kurt Cobain conspiracy reading on Patreon. It was on October 15th, and I had the video of my lights just completely just and then dim and then back bright, and then yeah, I could probably find that video and just show it to you guys real quick. I don't know why. Have you guys noticed, like, yeah, people are driving crazy. Like, they are like relentless out there on the streets, man. I don't know what it is. I don't get out much. I go to the school, I pick up my kids, I come home, I do my thing. Once in a while, we'll drive and go get dinner somewhere, and then we have soccer games on Sunday. But other than that, I don't really go anywhere. But when I do, I'm just like, what is going on out here? Oh my goodness. You're talking about this, and I'm getting chills. I just got chills. What the heck? I don't know. Maybe we're onto something. Started ourselves a little investigation club. What is going on in the energy? But I really feel though, like I feel like there's a silver lining, like there's this purge energy of dark. And when the light is the brightest, that's when you can finally see the shadows, right? Well, the shadows are cast, but then those really dark shadows, they're literally engulfed in light. So, things might seem even like darkest before the dawn is another thing that I'm hearing in my head. Let me find that video. I gotta go back to my albums, my videos. Where is this? Oh my gosh, I'm so backwards here. Videos, there they are. Only 508 videos. What the heck? Okay, so we're back to October 25th. So here it is. Okay. I don't even know if there's sound. I don't remember. Pretty sure. Oh, is it? Well, okay, so this is October 15th at 6:55 p.m., 5 minutes before starting the Kurt Cobain conspiracy live stream. I don't know why my volume isn't working, but that one's fine. This other one's just like flicker, 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 flicker. Look at that. Craziness. Yeah, that's the end of the video. But yeah, I was just like, whoa, things are really picking up in the end of September rather than midpoint of October already. And then, like I said, in the October reading, in one of the piles, a rose that my was from my grandmother's funeral bouquet just fell off the shelf, like very ceremoniously. Like you can even hear the noise of it. Which you'd think a dried rose, how much noise could that make? But like something was really going on right here on the shelf. I'll show you guys. For those of you that had that pile, it was like up here. It was up here. The fan was not on like it is right now, but it just took a dive and made a lot of noise doing so. And then like a few, I don't know, minutes, seconds, not seconds, but like maybe at least maybe a minute or so later, something else was going on over here, but I didn't, nothing else fell, but I could hear some noise. So yeah, spirits, the veil is very thin right now. So of course, you know, there's darkness we can sense as well. And I want to tune in. I want to tune in just the paranormal activity, the darkness, the light, all of it. Just what's going on? What is spirit trying to tell us? What do we need to know? Yeah, it fell down and crashed, and it was literally just that rose. Like, what the heck? And I've carpet in here. I mean, this is me with my foot on the ground, not the grass, the ground. There's carpet in here, so it wasn't like it hit the hardwood floors or anything. Oh, you wrote a comment about how roses were a symbol from your childhood and your granny could have been talking. That's beautiful. Well, looky here. The veil card itself is coming out. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Look at that. The high priestess. Beautiful. And she's sitting on a crescent moon. So this to me is really, I keep feeling like there's something big that's going to happen in the world, like between now and October 10th. But the date itself, October 10th, just keeps coming up. And I'm just like, whoa. October 10th. I don't have anything like no family people's birthdays or that's not an anniversary or any date that I can point to as anything that I know anything about. But I feel maybe it's just energetically or something coming this year happening on October 10th, which is going to be the day after the full moon for us in this side of the world, the US side of the world. But October 10th, or October 9th, or the full moon will be October 10th for like India and Australia, the other side of the world from me. But I'm saying for those people, it'd probably be the date of October 11th for them. Just feeling something, and it feels like this is something like I kept getting this pressure cooker energy, like the energy's building to something, guys, and I don't know. I hope it's not the Russia thing. I'm just so hoping, but I'm just feeling like this pressure, something's about to blow. I'm praying, hoping, wishing that it's not some sort of like nuclear bomb or something crazy. We got some hurricanes. I didn't even know there was hurricanes going on. But Jessie, she lives in Miami, and big hurricane down that way today. Thankfully, she's just got a lot of wind, but no rain from what I know. But oh my goodness, crazy times. I don't know what's coming in, but let's just see anything else we can get. Ooh, the world. This is a world event. I mean, this is major transformation. The veil is lifting around the world, is what I'm hearing. Some big event. Oh my goodness. I wanted to get like a reading just like for us, but I feel like this is more of a collective on the grander scale collective tonight, not just us here collective. Is that okay with you guys? I think maybe we'll make this because we only have 2 donations, so it's not like there's a whole bunch of people waiting anyway. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of do a world energy reading for right now. Um, just to see if there's anything we need to prepare for, if we should be like Canary is saying, I don't know whether to be nervous or excited. Yeah, I don't either, but I just saw the lovers. I don't know if these are relevant. The lovers and the six of swords. So there's whatever this event is, it's bringing healing. It is bringing healing. So even if it's a dark energy coming to light or, some big event, it's going to be a catalyst for healing. So if it is some sort of world, I don't know, something that would affect the whole world in some way, even if it's just energetically and not like physically like rocking the whole world in that aspect, but like energetically, it's going to affect people all over. But with the lovers, there's a choice. So it's almost like there's two timelines available. Maybe there's one timeline available where things really go crazy and a lot of destruction happens. But then there's another timeline where things are just, business as usual, but I'm just making higher choices, better choices for myself, something like this. So it's almost like maybe some of us won't experience that big event on that date. And that's what's weird is spirit doesn't tend to give me exact dates because as we all know, time is that weird rubber band. But this to me feels like it's like a pin. They're showing me like a nail in a board. Like you nail a nail into a board, then you put a rubber band around it and wind it around, almost like it's a fulcrum or like a crux of a situation. Like it's set in stone in some way. What's happening? I don't know, but it's almost like we're being pulled out of it though. Those watching right now and the collective on maybe a higher timeline are being pulled out of this. This is the kind of stuff we would really dive into over on Patreon, and I'm missing Patreon right now because I haven't done Patreon since I think it was May was when I'm like I got too many balls in my court right now. I gotta cut back on something, but I really miss the Patreon crew, and we'd go all in on this type of stuff. But let's just see if they can point to a specific event or what this energy that I'm sensing for between now and October 10th, and specifically on the 10th, what is this? Can you give us some? Oh God, I don't like it. I'm like, can you give us some information? I want to get a clarifier on the devil, but ultimately the devil is, kind of that mirror image or the other side of the coin of the lovers. It's basically the exact same card, but like one is the light, one is the darkness. So really it almost is like there's two paths that this world can take. And, the work of Dolores Cannon and other people, seers and Nostradamus and, the whole two earths or the earth split thing, 5D timeline, 3D timeline thing. I mean, energetically, this is pointing to some sort of big ending. But with every big ending, there's a new beginning. So, and this beginning is bringing us healing and truth. It's like the illusion has been lifted and the whole world is going to be able to see the truth. And once we know the truth, we can then start to heal. Wow. Ooh, they've been talking about the event a lot. Yeah, this does have major event vibes, for sure. And then the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Discs. So I don't really see that we're, like the world's ending, like that. Maybe in one timeline, I don't know. But I really see this as the collective of us watching right now, or we'll watch the replay, you're included. This to me looks and feels like healing. We're working very diligently on our own lives, our own happiness, our own love, our own abundance. Not to say we can't help others, but it's like we got to help, it's like the oxygen mask. Put on your oxygen mask on the airplane before you can help a child or someone else. You've got to make sure you're able to do what you need to do before you can help other people. And that's really the vibe I'm getting with this. And really just honing our skills, really leaning into our more spiritual side. This is a very spiritual looking Eight of Pentacles. Normally the guys at like a workbench or like on sitting on a bench, like hammering something. And it's very interesting because we were talking about the nail being hammered and then the rubber band, like, can you stretch it? Like you can't, you can stretch it out this way or that, but it's stuck in the middle on that nail. Like, the vibe I'm getting, but it's like we can almost step out of that and really focus, like laser focus on what's important. And really it is healing. It's our connections with those we love. It's our spiritual connection. Every single one of these cards except two, I'm a liar, two. So two cards have been minor arcana. The rest, 5 major arcanas. We also now have the Hermit, which I was getting major like spiritual slash hermit vibes from this person. So yes, this is us working on our internal environment. And this is very interesting. Spirit's now showing me because this is a universal year number 6 where we're, really focusing on balance, moderation, nurturing. And next year, 20 2023, I can't think of what year it is next year. What the heck? Uh is going to be universal year number 7. Hello, Kirsten. Universal year number 7, which is that very spiritual number. I'm a life path 7, so I've got a fondness for all the 7s out there. But this is about introspection. It's about really getting down to the brass tacks of our life purpose, and wanting to know more about ourselves and what our purpose is here and what we're here to do. Wow. Oh, you're watching coverage on Hurricane Ian. Yeah, we've got some major crazy shakeups going on worldwide. If you missed us earlier in the reading, we like tune into like world energy, and it's usually like the greater collective of humanity doesn't hijack our little, the Done Creative Live collective, but it did today. It did, and wow, some crazy stuff going on. But let's just see how, other than this hermit energy and the healing and the leveling up and all that we've got going on, what else do we need to know? Any of us here in this specific collective, how is this energy, the shift, whatever this is, how is this affecting us personally? I'll take the bottom one of that stack that fell. Ooh, Queen of Wands. And I love this because this is about us feeling empowered. This is us feeling, that creative spark coming back to our lives. It's like that phoenix rising from the ashes kind of vibe with the depiction here. Oh, you faced a hurricane of emotions last night and today, this morning. Oh, big hugs. Yeah, it's not easy. And it's like she almost just did that coal walk. You walk the coals, you walk through the fire. And I just heard, you play with the fire, you're gonna get burned. But that's the whole point of incarnating here in this, realm, is we have to get burned in this, we're literally in the fire right now, and we're gonna get burned. It's just a matter of, do I want to continue to be burned and then burned and then burned and then burned, or do I want to rise above? And it's like spirit is helping us rise above, and we're really tuning into our own self-confidence, self-worth, and knowing, I'm going to plug in my laptop here, knowing that we are deserving of greater than what is before us and what is going on. Oh, definitely a day. You signed some divorce papers. Big hugs to you, Kirsten. I know that's got to be very difficult. Let's go ahead and just see if there's any words of advice before we move on to our donations, which we only have 2. Still have 2. Okay. So our words of advice. Wow. It's all about the physical vessel. Look at this. Eat healthful foods and enhance your physical health. So this is about us. This honing our skills and our craft is very physical already, because it's pentacles. That is physicality. That's the material world. That's our physical vessel. And of course, there's still spiritual elements with this, because we do have that, this combination, the hermit, I almost said the hierophant for some reason, and the high priestess. Look at that. So this is about being able to hold more light. But to be able to hold more light, we got to release a lot of that darkness that's plaguing us in the physical realm. And one of the best ways that whoever they is, you can put a label to whoever they is. One way they keep our vibration down is tainting the food supply. Like, everything is just sugar and processed and garbage and chemicals and toxic. Even, what you would deem as health foods, a lot of it is just full of crap. Literally and figuratively. But this is us trying our best, our very best. And also, one of the ways that I've kind of circumvented, and that's so funny because that word, circumvent, kept coming out. And that's not a word. I even said it in the October pick a card. That's not a word I use on the daily, but I used it yesterday when I filmed that video, like in 2, maybe even all 3 piles. And then I just used it now. It's like, one of the ways, going back to what I was saying though, circumvent, and that's kind of how I'm on 2 tracks right now. I gotta slow my mind down and get one thought out at a time. You can do it, Amanda. I know, I have faith in you. And now she's talking to herself in the third person. Look at her go. No, but this is, I got chills now. Okay, Spirit's helping me slow it down so I can still get everything out I want to say. But circumvent, we were talking about those two timelines, the choice point, or this big whatever's going on. This is us maybe able to circumvent this darker timeline. Look at that. Also, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, yeah. My initial thought with circumvent was that we can circumvent even eating toxicity or breathing in toxicity or applying toxicity to our bodies through, beauty products or whatever. We can circumvent this by saying a blessing over our food or our lotion or our mascara or our air that we breathe, just by saying, an affirmation, saying anything that touches or encompasses or consumes inside of what's the word, that I consume into my physical vessel. I only retain, my physical vessel only retains the positive aspects of the air, the water, the lotion, the whatever it is. And this is, yes, that's beautiful, Amber. I've been doing that. I mean, I kind of fell off for a while, and I'm getting back consistent with it again. And boy, have I noticed a difference in my life. Just even my energy levels and stuff is when I bless something that especially if I know it's not great for me already going in, I'm like, okay, Lord bless this Twinkie, whatever. I don't actually talk like that, but and I don't eat Twinkies. I haven't had a Twinkie in years, but just for sake of argument, yeah, do Reiki over your food, or even just setting intentions, even if you don't say it out loud, to get people's eyebrows to perk up, like, what is that person doing? Just saying it over the food that you consume, and that you feed your family, the water you drink, the air you breathe, the stuff you put on your body, even your clothing. A lot of the clothing that's made, they even say wash the clothing before you put it on, even though it's brand new, because it's just laden with chemicals and toxins. It's just crazy. And then the stuff that we wash a lot of our laundry in, like Tide and all that, is just toxic. It's cancerous. It's carcinogenic. But this is us. It's very interesting. There's two bowls. She's about to eat a bite, and he's drinking from his bowl here. So specifically about what we consume and the way that we consume our, our sustenance, our nutrition is very suspect these days, that's for sure. So this is our words of advice. Eat only the foods that are good for you. Perhaps this is something you normally do, in which case you should feel very good about how well you've been caring for yourself. Most people, however, know that they should be more attentive to this area, but find it difficult. Your goal is to practice healthy nutrition. And, we're aiming for, not perfection here, because even if you were someone who was very perfectionistic about every little thing that went in your body, you're still getting something from, that you don't want in there. So that's where your intention can really come in. And say there is something is toxic, but oh my gosh, it just sounds so good right now, I'm going to eat it. Again, we're human. We're put on this planet to enjoy all of the things that are here. So don't beat yourself up if you would like to have something. Again, say your little blessing or your little prayer over it, set your little intention over it, and, allow yourself to still enjoy things. I'm not saying we have to cut everything and just live this life of just peckish existence where we're just eating seeds and specific greens. No, no, no. But yeah, this is about us enhancing our physical health. And for some of us, this is about getting stronger. One thing I felt really called to do lately, I just noticed my clothes weren't fitting great. And it's not that I really need to lose weight, like physical weight. I weigh maybe a little more than I did before, but I can tell my muscle definition has gone down, and my fluffiness, my more softness has gone up. Like the fat is there and the muscle has kind of gone. So I've just been on this kick lately to just build my muscle back up and maybe release some of that body fat I don't need. And that's just like a personal journey I've been on. But maybe you guys have been called to do that. And of course, in tandem with that, I have been eating better. So I've been very proud of myself lately with this. But yeah, those of you who know you want to do this, or you keep saying, "Oh, I'll do it." Spirit's saying it would be a great idea to do it. Okay, so that is our collective reading. Very interesting. When we do the Friday reading, I'm going to be very interested and curious if more of this energy doesn't come in, this world collective energy. And maybe even as we get closer to October 10th, maybe we'll have an October 10th live stream. I don't even know what day that is. If it falls on a Wednesday or Friday, we're golden. We're already going to have it, hopefully, unless I have a major headache or something. Let's see, October 10th. It is a Monday. Oh, well, the closer we get, we're gonna figure something out. We're gonna do something. And it's very funny. I have something here. Oh, interesting. I used my own wish pick a card, and the month of October, it says big manifestation happening this month from my wish pick a card. I sometimes will write little notes, like if there's some bit of, advice or wisdom or something supposed to happen. I will put it, and this could have been months ago. I don't even know. I have a couple of wish pick a cards, so I don't remember making this. But again, sometimes things will be like a year out, and I just put them in my calendar to pop up when they need to, and then I forget why I did that. But maybe the fact that I saw that when I clicked onto October, there's a message in that. But as we get closer to the 10th, I will. It's weird because I think it was from 2020 going into 2021. Maybe it was 2019. I can't remember exactly which year. If it was 2019 going into 2020 or 2021 or 2020 going into 2021. Hopefully you caught that. Which one? But I couldn't, like, from that, like, October of that previous year, I couldn't see past March of the next year. And now that I'm saying that, I think it was 2020. And of course, we all know what happened in January, February, March, and on in 2020. But Spirit would not allow me to see beyond March of 2020, I think it was. And I'm so frustrated. I'm like, why? I've been able to see like years down the road before, and like now, why am I like quarantined to not be able to see past a certain point? But I'm almost feeling like with October 10th, like not that I've tried to tune much in past October 10th. Besides just my goals that I'm making, I'm doing some goal setting and goal planning just for this fourth quarter coming up in 2 days. I'm in the midst of getting that planned out, but I can't, like, as a collective. I haven't really tried, and now that I'm trying, I can't really see past October 10th. So I don't know. Something big's happening. So I don't know what it is. It, but at the same time, feels very like very dire for some, but very uplifting and healing for others. And I know that sounds so vague and weird, but like that's all I got. I don't know. It feels like some sort of like the word I just came to me is like cataclysm. But a cataclysm could affect one part of the world, but not another. But yet, at the same time, energetically or vibrationally, or if it's something with the like near an ocean, it can yet still affect something on the other side of the world, if that makes sense. So I don't know, and I keep hearing it's a purge of darkness, and that's the thing. A lot of darkness has occurred on this earth, so it could be Mother Nature purging this through volcanic. I'm just seeing like eruptions and stuff. Maybe it is volcanic activity, earthquakes, major hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding. I don't know. It could be tsunamis, things like this, or it also could be a big world event. Maybe with Russia. I don't know. I don't know. And that's the beauty of it, is it's good that we don't have all the answers, because that sometimes that whole thing that my friend Monica says, forewarned is forearmed, which I even said in the reading. It's like these messages are just, yeah, October's a big month, guys. I don't know why. Yeah, it's gonna be a mixed bag for sure. Because I think it was, well, I won't spoil it for those that haven't seen it yet, but one of the groups on the October pick a card, I'm like, la di da, can I please have your reading? Because wow, sounds great. And then I chose for me one of the piles, and I'm like, oh no. It feels very mixed bag for me in my pile. But like I said in that reading, is like once you know something is going to happen, you can almost again circumvent it, or find a way around it in some way. So yeah, I'm excited yet kind of cautiously nervous about what's coming. But there's always something going on somewhere, all the time. Tragedy and darkness and light and happiness, all of it is going on simultaneously all the time. So yeah, it's all about what side of that are we landing on. And it feels to me like our little collective here, we're going to be just fine. But seeing devastation in another part of the world can still make us sad or lonely, or yeah, we've got the death card on the back. So it is a major transition. Lots of major arcanas came out in that collective reading. And I didn't even intend when I pushed go live to do such a long collective reading, but I think I just have been feeling this very Seven of Cups, kind of also Eight of Swords energy of confusion, of like, what is happening in the world? Like, what is this weird darkness? Like, what is going on? But at the same time, it's not all darkness. It's also light. I saw like on the playground, it was the kids. I get there a little early to pick my kids up from school. But they had the last recess and then the kindergartners lined up. And my youngest is a second grader, so he wasn't involved in this. But there was this little group of girls lined up to go back in, back into their kindergarten class, and they were hugging each other. And then they would like pass the hug on down the line. I just thought that I'm like, wow, if only we could all be like these beautiful children. It's just so there's so much beauty. I got chills. There's so much beauty to behold in this world. But at the same time, on the other flip side of that coin is so much heaviness and darkness. And, we're just here trying to coexist with all of it, right? But it's about not, that's the thing too, is, we can get all love and light, but that's not the core of what we're here to know and do and experience and be. We all signed up to experience or know about some level of darkness, or we wouldn't have even come here, because this is like one of the darkest places that I know of, that I've tuned in and really talked to Archangel Michael about. This is probably about the farthest you can get from the light and know the light still exists. That's how far away from the light this earth realm is. Yet those of you out there that can still sense the light and see the beauty in the world, you're the angels here. Like, you're the earth angels. You are here to help bring that vibration up so more souls can see that beautiful love and light as well. But it's not all love and light, because if it were, that's delusion on this realm, right? There is love and light, absolutely, but there's also the other side of that coin. And we don't have to like completely immerse ourselves in the other side of that coin, should we so choose not to. But just acknowledging it exists and trying to do better and love and spread our light, like that's what it's all about. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, since I haven't seen Mardell type, sometimes she's here and just doesn't type. So I'm going to timestamp her reading. That's what I'm going to do. So 3654. 3654. Mardell's reading. Okay. So, general reading for Mardell. Take your water. I better drink it the right way so it doesn't be so noisy. Still noisy. I don't know what it is about me and water bottles. I just can't get them to work right ever. Okay. You've in connection to the rainbow, unicorns, animals, nature around to uplift me. See, that's beautiful. Yeah, and I noticed a lot of beautiful stuff going on with animals. I saw a squirrel. There was something, I don't know what it was, in my neighbor's yard. Something that this crow was eating. And then the squirrel's like, hey, let me in on some of that. And the squirrel kept getting a little closer. And then the crow would like look at it, and the squirrel would like backtrack. I mean, there's just such funniness and cuteness all around if we just look. We just gotta look. Okay. Tuning in for Mardell's general reading. What does Mardell need to know? What does Mardell need to know? Ooh, we got Temperance. Sagittarius energy coming in hot. So I'm really sensing what this is, this need to balance, have some fun, have some work, have some fun. There is this balance, and I see this, like, I just heard the word utopia, which, again, that's not a word I hear or use very often either. But it's like and it's weird because I'm really feeling like this is in your future, but it's like your back is turned to it right now because you're busy. And it's not like you're distracted or you're focused on the wrong thing. I don't see it like that. It's like you're busy kind of tying up loose ends with certain things so that you can turn your back on the past. Not la 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 la, I can't see you, I can't hear you, but like closing out old cycles, like putting certain cycles from your past to rest so that you don't have to keep looking over your shoulder or looking back like, oh, what's going on over here? Oh, I remember that one time this thing happened. And just focusing on this beautiful beacon in the future, this utopia of your future. Wow. So let's see what else is coming in for Mardell. What does she need to know? Ooh, we got the Death card. So there's just a major transition. This is, as you know, Mardell, as a tarot reader yourself, this is not physical death. This is like a transformation. And having the Temperance with this lets me know that your guides and angels are with you through this major transition of life that you're going through. And again, all transitions don't have to be bad. This to me feels like a good transition, a transition into really positive territory But again, that doesn't mean that it's gonna be easy because, like I always say, even those really good, exciting changes we're ready to make can at times feel very chaotic and overwhelming and like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? I know I want to do it and I'm excited about it, but like, stress. A key thing, like one of the things examples I use for that specific thing is people moving. You have to pack up all the stuff and move, but like the prospect of moving for a lot of people is really exciting. And maybe I brought that fact of moving up because maybe this thing you're looking back on or closing out has to do with your living situation. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Let's just see what's going on. What's coming in from our gut? What does she need to know? Wow, Two of Swords. Yeah, there might be some confusion or some maybe even information coming in that you don't know anything about yet. But the fact, and it's very interesting, the collective reading we just did about all the darkness and the light, that's projected here. It's like there's two timelines. And it's interesting too. She's holding two cups, pouring from one into the other. She's pouring. Oh, I love this. Look, this side, it's my left. It might be your guys' right. I'm not sure if it flips screen. I think it might. Um, but it's on this side. There's the darkness. She's pouring the darkness into the light. And you think, oh no, I don't want darkness in my light. But it's almost like the darkness is now becoming the light. Because that's the thing. You shine a light, the darkness disappears. It consumes the darkness. So the darkness that's being poured into the light is being consumed. So to me, this feels like a lot of that darkness. You're closing out old cycles. And this is closing out things for good. So there might be something in your life or someone in your life that is gone. It's dead to you now, energetically, physically, whatever. But that dead of whatever it is. Hi, mom. I still am time stamping you so you can go back and watch this again too. I'm in your reading right now. And 36:54 is the timestamp I have for you, but I'll still leave it a comment on this when we're all wrapped up here. But what I'm saying is that dead of whatever it is that's falling away from your life is acting as the fertilizer for which you build the new. And it's very like symbolic, almost because like they showed me the pit where your house is. It's like that pit where the old house was, and they're showing me all those mullein plants that are coming up, that beautiful healing energy of those mullein plants that is healing the energy of the place for which now you can then build upon. Let's just see. Is there a time frame about possibly building on this site? Yeah, Eight of Cups. Very interesting. Because again, I'm picking up like two specific timelines. One where you just decide this is too much. Timmy, you have the land. I'm going to find something different. Or you're walking away. Maybe you're leaving the property for a while, but then coming back. Because there's two ways you can really interpret. Like if all these cups were smashed together, like in the traditional Rider-Waite depiction of this card, what you get actually is, it's like space. They left space for that ninth cup. And in the hero's journey of any story you read, any movie you watch, the hero will go seek something, whatever that something is. And in your case, this is your house built. So you might have to leave your property to go search or seek for the answers or the healing or whatever it is that you're doing. But whatever it is, it's very transformational because we got these two on the board. Whatever it is you're doing, very transformational, and you may be coming back with that ninth cup in hand, well, the Ace of Cups, self-love, and new opportunities, new abundance coming in, beautiful connections, and you place that in place and create that. But another way, another timeline I can see too is, yes, that happens, like something gets built there eventually, but in the meantime, and maybe even indefinitely, you just decide to go another path. There's two very distinct timelines that are available to you. And you're the one that's going to have to choose what you want. But right now, it's like part of you is like, well, I would obviously choose this one thing. But then you keep thinking, well, I just don't know how this is ever going to work the way that I want it to. Where's this going to come from? And how's this going to happen? And, I can see after 3+ years now of being in that trailer that it's got to be very like, maybe one day you're like, okay, this is fine. But then the next day you're like, I just want to not be in this situation anymore. Like I can feel the frustration of it. And that's not something, just for everyone else listening, that's not something my mom conveys to me on a daily basis. Like, I'm sick of this. Like she's not that person. She's not a whiner like that. No. So this is energy she deals with alone, or keeps close to the chest maybe. Hope I'm not calling you out, mom, but yeah, but you deserve, that's the word I keep hearing, is you deserve something better. And there's your victory. Literally, the nest is the bird's house. And look at all of the abundance in the nest. And it's like I'm really reading this like the hand of God. Look at that. Like the hand of God. Like we got you. We got you. Yeah. Six of Wands is victory. And this isn't just, oh, yay, I won. Sweet. Sounds good. Let me go to the next thing. This is victory after a battle. This is victory after a long time of suffering, or at the very least, not being comfortable about life, about stability. Because in the traditional depiction, this is, the Five of Wands comes before. That's the battle. That's the war. And then they come riding in on their horses of victory. So I just don't know the timeline about all this, but you wanted a general reading and they really want you to know about the future. Yeah, it feels too hard anymore. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Completely overburdened. This is just way too much. There's not enough space. I deserve better. That's absolutely what this is. And then we've got a scarab beetle here, which is a beautiful. Look up a scarab beetle. They have, and I just heard Muffy Beetle. Remember all the Muffy Beetles when we were kids? We called the beetles Muffy Beetles that we'd find on that property. And it was always a happy thing. Muffy, we loved the Muffy Beetles. It was a very happy thing. There's so many beautiful memories tied to that place. Yes, also dark memories, two house fires and just the trauma of having to live in the trailer for us when we were kids. And then now you again with you and the dogs. It's like again, we were talking about those cycles. And for those of you wondering, like, why are you going on and on and on with her reading? She sent me a lot of money, which she shouldn't have done, darn you. So I want to give her money's worth. But it's like you don't have to repeat a third house fire cycle and suffering. This ends now. Like that's what I'm hearing. It's already done. This has ended. This ends now. It's done. It's over. So there isn't much more that you have to worry about as far as all that. But what I love seeing on the back here is this beautiful Ace of Swords. This is the clarity that'll cut through all the confusion of the Two of Swords. And I just heard October. By the end of October, you're getting an idea, maybe some news from someone. Energy's shifted. Maybe the timeline shifted. I don't know. Something's happening by the end of October that takes you from this energy to this energy. Even if you're still physically in the same place, energetically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you're on a whole other level. You're through that cycle. And of course, a lot of times that external reflection of what's shifted on the inside takes time because we're in a physical reality here. So it's not instantaneous. It doesn't just happen right when we shift internally. The external doesn't shift. Because if you look around your house, if you look at, everything going on around you, that's a result of your past manifestation. So if you can think of your life like that, the fact that your future can look any way you want it to, and it's going to be a result of your past manifestation, which your past, in that instance, is right now, quite possibly, right now. So the actions you take right now are leading you to your future manifestation. When you look around someday, however far out in the distance, you're going to have a different, area to look and look, wow. And this is just another yes. You got two big confirmations, two big yeses, two new starts to a cycle. This is passion. This is inspiration. This is drive. This is motivation to move in. And there's that word, move. Ooh, I like it. To move in a direction that is more fulfilling to you. It's taking this journey and being very excited. Oh, Archangel Metatron deck and fell out. What's the Abundant Universe card number 11? Beautiful. Thank you for doing that, Amber. That's awesome. All right, let's get one more of the tarot, and then I want to get some wisdom. Yeah, and then Princess of Cups, or in this case, Page of Cups. That's a fun surprise. So there is a surprise. There's something that might even completely take you by surprise or just be like totally not on your radar. That is some sort of solution to your future or to your housing situation in some way. That's just completely off your radar right now. But I have a feeling there's some big shift to the energy or some big epiphany or some big announcement or some big news coming in by the end of October for you that you're excited. Even if your external environment hasn't shifted, you can see that it's going to. That's how big this feels to me. All right. I was going to go to those lesson cards, but I'm feeling called to this deck now too. So I'm going to pull one from this deck. And I think the only other donation we have anyway is Vicky, and she's timestamped. So no one's really waiting on me. All right. What else? What else for Mardell? Tuning into Mardell's energy. What does she need to know? Well, I wanted one and we get 3, 4. Okay. So we have relax with the new moon in Cancer. So there is this element of, needing to relax, recuperate, rejuvenate your energy, which right now and leading through the rest toward the end of October we're still in a lot of retrogrades. So it's a great time to make sure that you are relaxing and, not stressing out about things, especially things that you feel are out of your control, because knowing that you are a limitless being that decided to come down to this crusty old planet, we look at it from that high up perspective, everything's beautiful, but when we get here, like, this is hard, this sucks. But if you can remember that you have a real true home on the other side, just beyond your wildest imagination, then you can do anything on this realm. You can do anything. It's just remembering. Push through any insecurity. So yes, we're relaxing, but we're resisting against any insecurity that you have about your housing situation, about, whatever is going on in your life, maybe even some difficult relationships. I'm seeing at least annoyance, maybe, if not pure, just like, almost like just get like sighing and eye rolling, like, really, this again? Like, someone in your life is annoying you in some way. Then we have think it through with the new moon in Gemini, and trust that all will be well with the new moon in Virgo. So of the 4 cards, you have 3 new moons. So that's all new energy. We just had the new moon on the 25th, 3 days ago. So I don't know if you did anything special for that new moon, or something happened 3 days ago that you're wanting to start something new, like 3 days ago. You're going to see some fruition of that coming by the next new moon in October. So whenever that date for the next new moon in October, it's somewhere around the 20, maybe even the 25th, because it's the eclipse. It's the eclipse, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. I don't want to give you false info. And it would be happening with your moon sign, Mom. Oh, wow. That's major. That is major. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let me just double check, though, that that's the new moon. So it's solar eclipse it's toward the end of October. I think it's 25th, but let me look. So October, okay, solar eclipse 2024. October 25th. Yeah. So it is a month from the last new moon that we just had. Wow. Oh, you did not do a new moon ritual. Well, if you feel like you want to, you still can. We're still within that 3-day span of time. So I would say, even if you don't do anything till tomorrow or the next day, you can still, again, project your energy into that. But pushing through any insecurity, which I think that's the hardest thing for any of us, is just to have that faith, that trust that things are working out for us. Just set some intentions, even if that looks like putting on some meditative music. And I keep meaning to there's something I'll just share it with all of you since you're here. Beverly Nation, she has a YouTube channel, but she created a subliminal where it really helps you with your health and your wealth. And I keep meaning to buy her. It's like a $25 video. It's like a 7-minute video, and you can listen to it on repeat throughout the day, or just before you go to bed once a day, or as many times as you want. You get the file, it's yours, and you can listen to it. And I think the one she has is bird song. It's bird song. It's not even music. It's just bird sounds, bird song. And she's got the subliminals underneath, so you can either barely hear it or not hear it at all, but it's there. And then she sends you the PDF of the subliminals. But you can create your own. You don't have to buy anyone else's. You can create your own subliminals with these affirmations or words of positivity or whatever it is. Whatever you're wanting to subconsciously change, because it's not the conscious mind that needs to hear this or know these things, because conscious mind can only take us so far. It's that subconscious mind. But when I do buy that, Mom, I will send it to you, okay? Because it's my gift to you. But yeah, Beverly Nation, she's got it. It's awesome. I mean, I haven't heard it, but I have some of her other stuff, and I'm just blown away. I love it. All right. But yeah, something coming in. And I know I was going to go to those one, but these two need to come out too. Wow. Yeah, make a wish, make it happen, as Just Sandy says. Look at that. The star. There's Aquarius energy here too. So between now and Aquarius season in Vedic astrology will take you like around grandma's birthday. So February going into March. But if on a more Western scale, Aquarius is I think the 21st or 22nd of January through the 21st or 20th maybe of February. So around that time, something that you've really fought for, because it's someone who's standing up for what they know is right, standing up for their beliefs, proving themselves in some way. And I really feel this is a victorious card though, because you did have that Six of Wands. No, Six of Swords would be cool too. And I think I saw that on the back of the deck before I even started shuffling, if I remember correctly. But I didn't say anything about it, but I felt the healing vibe. But look, we've got the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands will take us to the Seven of Wands, and it's almost like Six of Wands will lead us out at the Seven of Wands. Look at that. That's how I feel about that. But let's get you one lesson card. I don't know what these are called. I always forget the name of it. I can't remember exactly, but I don't think it matters. All right, what does Mardell need to know? Ooh, and we have the one. This is actually the card like on the box. Like this is the cover of the box. So anytime I draw a card that the creator decided that picture was going to be on the box, to me that card is extra special wherever that card is in the deck. And anytime I do pull that card, I always like to shout it out. So you've got the card that is on the box, and it says practice the art of transformation. And that's exactly what this is. Let me get it. Let me find it. I'll find it. Yes. That's what that is. Yes. So acknowledge one situation in your life that's taking your power. Transform that situation into something positive and maintain that perspective as a spiritual discipline for the entire day. When your spirit slips into negativity, simply breathe and then pray your way back into an inner space of positive visualization. Your goal, to practice the art of transformation. Yeah. And then on the back of the deck, accept life's challenges. Well, I think you've more than accepted them at this point. Yes, you're right there. Life's challenges. All right, so I hope that resonated. And yeah, I went a little longer on her reading because she sent me a whole bunch of money, and she shouldn't have done that. But yeah, the only other donation I have is for Vicky. So anyone else looking to get their donation in, their question answered today before I go, can do so now. I will start time stamping Vicky's once I get a drink of water and get all these put away. And then you'll have however long that one takes me. Hers is a 1-card read, so it shouldn't be too long. So get your donations in if that's what you're choosing to do. If you want to wait till Friday, I'll be back Friday. And hopefully again the following Wednesday. I'm liking the schedule. I'm liking being back to two live streams a week. It feels good to me. I was kind of playing it by ear today though, because I still have a low-grade headache way back here. The Zeal chakra. This is like the bane of my existence right here. Right there. Even just pushing on it, I can feel it. It's like that little UV ball joint. The back of your neck that keeps, if you take a Barbie's head off that little thing, it probably doesn't look quite like that, but yeah. That right there. Oh, check my email. I will do that. Okay, so let me go to my work email. Oh, card for my mom. Okay. All right. Blessings and thanks, Abundant Universe. Aw, I will email that to her. Thank you so much for that, Amber. I appreciate that. I will copy that picture and email that right over to her when I'm done here. Thank you so much. Yeah, and she even took a picture of the book so you could read everything in that, Mom. Yay! Thank you so much, Amber. Okay, so now at 59:17, we got Vicky. 59:17. Okay. And she said she had hers on PayPal, so we'll go over to my email, other email, and We've got hope you're well. Can you please ask Spirit to shed light on my current job situation? Well, my nose is already itchy, which to me always indicates good luck, something good coming in. Yeah, it is very itchy. Something good coming in, something exciting. This feels exciting. Shed light on current job situation. I'll be withdrawing from my PhD within the next 2 weeks. However, my boss is making this more difficult than it needs to be. And because my PhD was linked to my current job, it seems I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. Oh no, I do feel like she is deceiving me. Yeah, I feel it because I almost feel like this is a bluff because I feel like there's good luck surrounding whatever happens here, Vicky. I already feel it. I do feel she's deceiving me, and I just want this whole thing to be over. My contract is due to end next February, but I'm not sure if this will change how. Oh, now due to my decision about PhD, I am quite worried about this lately. Thank you as always, and can you please kindly timestamp? Absolutely. Okay. Back to this one. Okay. So tuning into Vicky's energy, what does she need to know about, any possible deception with her boss, or withdrawing from this PhD. Okay, so we have Prince of Swords. So there will be news. This is sorry, my nose is still itchy. Maybe I'm not apologizing because that means good luck for you. Good things, good news of some sort. But the Prince, this is the Knight of Swords. So things will move very quickly. There might even be someone involved that's speaking very recklessly or moving forward very recklessly without even thinking. Because as I was reading your question, Vicky, I got this, like, with your boss kind of deceiving you. I got this idea that maybe they're just giving you grief or making you feel bad or giving you a hard time for really no reason, because it's not like they have someone lined up to take this position if they kick you out of it. Like, that's how I feel, is you're still going to be able to absolutely fulfill this role and really ride this contract out till February. If they are saying, oh, well, we can't have you here because of X, Y, or Z, it's not like they have someone that can fill that job role right now. So yeah, I feel like you're going to know soon what's going on, though, with that Prince of Swords. You're going to know, or you're going to have an idea of what's coming in. And we got Ace of Cups. So there might even be a different job opportunity. But at the very, very least, this to me feels like you are like, okay, sounds good. I love it. This is nothing to worry about. Let's just put that out there. This is nothing to worry about. And this is emotional happiness. This is an opportunity to feel emotional happiness. So if that doesn't sound like where you're currently at, maybe there's a different opportunity coming in. Let's just see if there's any other opportunities coming in, or maybe Vicky's seeking out different opportunities because she doesn't like the deception of this boss, even if her job is still secure. Wow. Yeah, there might be another bright, shiny, beautiful opportunity. And it's not just like, oh, it's bright and shiny. It actually is fulfilling. This is something that really would benefit you in a way, beyond where you're at right now. It feels much better. Maybe it's a better work environment, better pay, better hours. I don't know. Something about it feels better than where you're at. So maybe just put your feelers out for something different, quite possibly. But as far as staying at the job, what is the likelihood Vicky's staying at this job past 2 weeks from now? What is the likelihood? What does she need to know? We have Judgment here, which, really we could take this two different ways. You could decide, okay, we'll stay, let's just keep this going, or you could decide to walk away. But again, I feel like there's something you have lined up before you walk away. So, having that security of knowing, okay, I have somewhere to go, I have money coming in, okay, I'm not worried about it. So that might be your best bet, Vicky, is to put your feelers out there for something different. Because you don't want to feel, even if your boss isn't really deceiving you and you just think she is, that still lets you know there's not a very strong trust between you and her. It might have been due to her past actions, or maybe just her vibe, her energy. There's something she's bringing to the table that doesn't sit right with you. It doesn't feel good to you. So to me, this feels like very quickly you're going to either decide to start looking somewhere else anyway, or very quickly an opportunity comes right underneath your nose. I know my itchy nose earlier. It comes right under your nose like, oh, wow, I could do this, or I could look for this. Maybe it's just even like a Ace of Swords, like a clarity, like an epiphany, an idea that just comes out of nowhere. There's the nose again. So yeah, maybe something that's already right under your nose. Maybe it's a place you already frequent or go a lot, and you find out that maybe they're hiring or something like this. very interesting. Something that's right under your nose, or something that you wouldn't have like glanced twice at because it's just kind of almost like part of the background. Um, but it's an opportunity. But there might even be yet another opportunity that feels bright and shiny and beautiful. And this may not even be in your awareness yet. But definitely between now and February, I don't see you writing that contract out to February. But again, I feel there's this element of luck, or you're taken care of along the way between what you're doing now and whatever it is you move to, if you do move jobs, or end that contract and move to something different. You're coming out on top, whatever it is. You're feeling really good. Say maybe 3 months from now, you're going to feel in a much more stable and like sigh of relief kind of position than you have been feeling lately, Vicky. And I think that's long overdue for you, my sweet dear Vicky. That's long overdue for you. I know how stressed you've been, and just energetically picking up your energy in a lot of these readings that I've done for you lately. And you deserve to feel, because you are someone who shows up. You show you're dependable, you're reliable, you show up to work. So your work should also show up for you, is kind of how I'm feeling. So I hope that resonated, Vicky. Big hugs to you, and you got this. Whatever you decide to do, you're going to figure it out, okay? But very interesting here on the back of the deck before we close out your reading. Normally, the Four of Cups is like there's this hidden opportunity Spirit's trying to give you, which is the Ace of Cups you had in your reading, right? The Ace of Cups on the cloud. And the guy doesn't see it. Like he's preoccupied with whatever else is in front of him. But it's like the guy took, in this instance it's you, the guy took that Ace of Cups and decided to water his garden with it. He's taking this opportunity and he's utilizing it. And you've got spiritual support. Look, the veil has ripped here in the back, and Spirit's peeking through like, I got you. No matter what you think you're alone, I'm with you. And I really do feel that is that motherly, maternal energy, your mother being beyond the veil. She's with you. She's watching you. She's nurturing you as best as she can from where she's at. And you can even, call to her, pray to her, whatever, for help or wisdom or guidance or a sign or a clue or a synchronicity. And she will definitely deliver. And not just her, but your whole spirit team. You've got so many around you that definitely will have your back, or, be looking out for you, so to speak. All right, Vicky, hope that resonated. Interesting, the itchy nose being luck. My whole body's been itching. Maybe I'm rolling a new luck. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be nice? All right, you guys, I think that's it. Let me just double check. Nope, that's it for tonight. So we'll be leaving it there, but those of you who did not check out the October Pick a Card reading, you can access that right after this video or during this video before it ends by clicking right below me here into the description below. It's the very first link linked in the description. And if you just go to the videos tab of my channel, it'll be the most recent updated channel or updated video, uploaded video, the October 2022 Pick a Card. I'm stumbling over my words. That's how I know it's time to go. I'm already kind of veering into that loopy, kind of funny, everything's funny kind of vibe, which sometimes happens when I get headaches, which you would think, oh, that I get a headache, I just want to lay down. Sometimes, yes, but other times I get loopy and funny. But also that comes in when I'm tired. So I don't know. Maybe it's a trifecta tonight. I don't know. But I'm going to go hang out. I hear my dog bark. I'm going to go get him calmed down and maybe watch a show or something with my husband. Probably kiss my kids. They're probably not asleep yet. There's just no way they're asleep at 7:08. So I'll go hug and kiss them goodnight. And I will see you guys Friday for sure. Well, I shouldn't say for sure because my headaches are just very, very dodgy lately. They come and they go. They come and they go. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be here Friday. And if I still sense that energy, maybe we'll tune more into that collective kind of world energy and see if Spirit will give us any more hints about what this could possibly be that's coming up. Especially when we get closer and closer and closer to a specific event, we can get clearer information about it because the likelihood of it happening is greater. So we get that greater information, if that makes sense. So yeah. Yay! You have a wonderful rest of your evening too as well, Amber, and good night. Good night to everybody. And I will email my mom that picture you sent, Amber, so thank you so much. Yay! We will see everybody Friday. Have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you then. All right, you guys. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right here back at the Den Creative Live. All right, bye!